Hello my dear students, this is Sanjay sir from Mathsful YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about one of the very important topic, that is of trigonometric ratios, in which today's subtopic is the trigonometric ratios of allied and compound angles. So in this allied and compound angles, what we have, we'll see the definitions of allied and compound angle first. What do you mean by allied angle and compound angle? First see about the compound angle. Okay, so compound angle will be the sum or difference of two such angles, A plus or minus B, where A and B will be the any angles. Okay, for any angles A and B, if the angle is expressed in the form of sum or difference of two such angle, then we can say such angles as compound angles. And the trigonometry ratio of compound angles means what? It will be the trigonometric function of this type. Trigonometric function sine of A plus B, cos of A minus B, or tan of A minus B, and so on. So any trigonometric function with the angles of this form, that is A plus B or A minus B, are known as the compound angles, right? So we will go through the compound angle formulae, okay, in the coming time. So the allied angle, first we will see the allied angle definition also. So what is the allied angle? The allied angle will be the angle in the form of n pi by 2 plus or minus theta, or in short we can say the angles in the form of pi by 2 plus or minus theta, or pi, or we can say pi plus minus theta, maybe 2 pi plus minus theta, and so on. The general form of the allied angle is this, n pi by 2 plus or minus theta. So where n will be any positive integer, right? It may be 1 pi by 2, it may be 2 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 6 pi by 2, and so on. That n take any integer. The value of the n may be any integer, right? So such type of angles are called the allied angles, right? So here in this topic we are going to see what are the allied angle formulae, what are the compound angle formulae. Okay, we will see those formulae one by one. So this topic is very important for the engineering diploma first year. Okay, today we are going to see this topic especially for the diploma students. Okay, so now let's see the compound angle formula first. Compound angle formula. What are the compound angle formulae? We will see one by one. First we will see what are compound angle formulae. For the exam, the proof of the result is not so much important. The examples may ask on this compulsorily. Okay, so we have the first formula of this compound angle is cos of A minus B. What do you mean by cos of A minus B? What will be the formula for cos of A minus B? We will just list down all the formulae first, and we will see the proof of one of them, and then remaining can be proved with the help of this. Okay, so let's see what are these formulae. Cos of A minus B. Cos of A minus B is given by cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Okay, cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Then we have formula for cos of A plus B. What do you mean by cos of A plus B? Cos of A plus B will be cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. This is the formula for cos of A plus B. After that we have a formula for cos sine of a plus b. The sine of a plus b will be sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. Then sine of a minus b is given by sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. After that we have the formula for tan. Tan of a plus b is given by tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a tan b. Okay, and then we have a formula for tan of a minus b, which is equal to tan a minus tan b upon 1 plus tan a tan b. 1 plus tan a tan b. So student, these are the few compound angle formulae for the standard trigonometric functions sine, cos and tan. These are the basic trigonometric functions. So with the help of these compound angle formulae for these trigonometric functions, we will be able to solve any example which can be solved with the help of these compound angle formulae. Okay, so now the question arises how we can keep this formulae in mind, how we will remind these formulae at the time of exam. So I will just give you the clue how we can remind such formulae. So the formula for cos a minus b, I will just write the short form of this formulae. How we can remind? We can just remind the what we can say, the format of the formulae, how it can be put in the short form. So here I can write the formula for cos a minus b as cc plus ss. Then I can write this formula as cc minus ss. Then here I write the formula as sc plus cs. After that we have formula for sine a minus b as sc minus cs. These are the four formulae that we can keep it in mind in this way, by keeping this short form in mind. So what this cc, ss, c and s stands for? So s stands for sine and c stands for cos, right? So cos of a minus b is nothing but cos plus sine. So this we need to keep these angles in mind. So any angle, it may be not this formula is not only for a and b particularly. It may be CD, it may be theta alpha, it may be alpha beta and so on. But it should be the sum and difference of such any two angles. Okay, so it will be cos. So by keeping these short forms in mind, we can use the formula directly. So cos cc plus ss. So whenever it is a minus b, the formula is the addition of 2 cosine and 2 sine, that is cos a cos b plus sine a sine b. Whenever there is the addition of this compound angle, that is a plus b, the compound angle, if it is in the form of a plus b, then the formula, the right side is in difference, that is difference of cos and sine. That is cos a cos b minus sine a sine b. If we see one more the difference here, or we can keep the pattern in mind, that cos formula for cosine is the first that is the sum of the product of similar functions, that is both are cos, both are sine, both cos are together, both sines are together, that is cos a cos b plus sine a sine b, right? And for the formula for sine a plus b or sine a minus b, if you see the pattern is we need to take sine and cos both, right? So here sine cos, here is cos sine, so order is also important here. So sine a cos b plus cos a sine b, first sine then cos, then first cos then sine, sc cs. In this order we need to write the formula. Sc plus cs is nothing but the formula for sine of a plus b. So again you can keep in mind, whenever it is the sum of two angle, that is sine of a plus b, the compound angle is in the form of a plus b, then the formula is again in addition form, that is the addition of two such functions, that is sine cos cos sine. And whenever it is difference, sine a minus b, it will be the difference again. But in case of cosine, it is opposite. For sine, if it is addition of two angles, it will be sine addition of sine, cos and cosine. If it is difference, again and then it will be difference of the same terms. Whereas in case of cosine, it will be where if the angle is in difference form, there is a minus b form, then right side is in addition, and if angle is in addition form, then the right side is in difference form. So these differences we can keep it in mind to remind the formulae. That is a very important concept to remind this compound angle formulae, right? So now let's see the remaining part, that is the formula for tan is not to be that much complicated to remind this formula. For tan of a plus b and tan of a minus b, it is the sum of tan with two different angles, that is tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a tan b. Whereas tan of a minus b, it is tan a minus tan b upon 1 plus tan a tan b. How we can keep the differences in these two formulae in mind? So if it is a plus b, the numerator is in addition, whereas here for angle a minus b, if it is difference, then numerator will also be in difference form. So tan a plus b will be tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b, whereas tan a minus b will be tan a minus tan b upon 1 plus tan a tan b. So in this way we need to write, we need to keep this formulae in mind by comparing or by keeping the differences of two similar formulae in mind. So that will help you to keep this formulae in mind